Sim sim salabim. This is the coin you need before it's too late. Kaspa.
Get it on.
What is up, everybody? It is I, SJD, come to you from glorious Shatville. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I do want to thank you, the Kaspa community, for welcoming me with open arms. After my first video about Kaspa, which was the price prediction, I had an increase of about 10% in my subscribers. So I want to assume that most of those were Kaspa viewers and Kaspa enthusiasts. So I want to thank you so much. Perhaps 2025 is a year that I hit my goals of at least 500 subs and ultimately 1,000. So if that's the case, I mean, it'll probably be driven by you, the Kaspa community. So thank you so much for that. And let's get things started with a bit of business. None of this is financial advice, as always. Do your own research and
bitches, get out there and make yourself some motherfucking money.
With all that out of the way, today I'm going to be covering the reasons why I think Kaspa is going to take off, what it needs to take off, and maybe even a bit of a time frame for when it will take off. So let's jump in. I mean, we know that this is the 10 blocks per second on testnet. It's running smoothly, everything's going, and this is going to be implemented on mainnet come April, end of April, sometime April, early May perhaps. We'll see. April is what they have determined on their developments page down here. Channel hard fork under testing and looking to have it done end of April or April-ish. So that's, of course, going to be great. Could that coincide with anything as far as the monetary policy goes in the States? As a matter of fact, I'm going to say yes. Coming up this week, we do have this funds rate, and I do have a bit of a theory that all the turmoil, everything that's going on in the States with the tariffs, with all the uncertainty, it's with a purpose. And what that purpose is to get the Fed to reduce interest rates. Reduce interest rates and quantitative tightening, get back to some quantitative easing where they're gonna hit that money printer, flood the market with some more money, which is going to then skyrocket the price of pretty much everything. So we do have one coming up this month, a Fed rate, and the Fed is only, assumingly, they're going to only do 2 rate cuts this fiscal year. So this one is predicted to be the same. The next one happens to be in May. So if they decide to keep this one right now at 4.5%, they're going to watch some numbers. I believe Trump and all this uncertainty is going to continue with this same tactic to force the hand come May to, one, reduce those rates and maybe discuss quantitative easing or the implementation of quantitative easing. That being said, what happens in May? We can actually see here. Let's take a look. When next release, May 7th. So that's the first week of May. What is in and around the beginning of May? The Crescendo Hard Fork mainnet launch. Coincidence? Perhaps? I'm thinking that this is just some juicy info. None of this is financial advice. Just a dumb guy giving his stupid opinions. But I think that if we do end up seeing that the hard fork happens, that these rate cuts happen, that's a huge, huge double whammy for Kaspa. Not to mention, we've been hearing these rumors about OKX listing Kaspa. None of these pages are live currently, but you can see here 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, all of them discussing Kaspa. Are they gearing up to beat Binance to the punch and list Kaspa before Binance does? Or are they going to do it again? As you saw in my previous video, I'm thinking that it's going to be a crescendo hard fork is implemented on mainnet, and then we're going to see the listings. Let me know what you think, but this is also another one. So Binance, OKX, get those two in to list Kaspa in and around May, mid-May, let's say the 14th, 20th, I don't know, sometime in May, have that rate cut on May 7th, have the crescendo hard fork on or around the end of April, hit mainnet, where do you think price is going to go? Yes, we've seen a bit of a relief rally recently where it was at about 5 cents, 5.5 cents, and then it has jumped up and it hit over 8 and is now kind of retracting a little bit, but that's fine. I think you're going to see these ebbs and flows until we start seeing this monetary policy lend itself to giving in more liquidity into the market. Now, there's a YouTuber, Jesse AI, who I'm going to assume has been pushing this the longest. Go check him out. I will leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description. But he's really pushing this this monetary policy stuff, and it makes a lot of sense. So I will leave a link to his channel, not affiliated with it by any means. I just think he's a good YouTuber. So, and he's got a lot of good information. But let me know what you think. What do you think about those three things? The rate cuts, obviously, mainnet of 10 BPS, and these exchange listings. Do you think they're all going to happen around the same time? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like this sort of content, again, let me know. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday evenings at about 6:30 or 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, on Saturday mornings at about 8 or 9 a.m. Eastern. So tune in on Twitch, on YouTube at ShatGamer80. You can hit me up on X at ShatGamer80. And yeah, hit that sub button, hit that like button. Let me know what you think of the video in the comment section below. That's it. This is ISG80 coming to you from Glorious Shadville. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, a lot of love. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.